Oh, it's fine. I'm the majority shareholder now. What? How? Who knows? Everyone just happened to sell their shares.
Start another company, and this time, don't put your trust in someone else.
Yeah, you're right. My name is Haruto Sasaka. I'm 29, and I run a human resources consulting firm called Harurafu. I started the company 4 years ago, and now I spend my busy but fulfilling days with my treasured employees. Ever since we implemented that new evaluation system you suggested, everyone's been working with such energy. Thanks so much. Really, I'm glad to hear it was helpful. We've been lucky with clients too. Everything's going smoothly, but... Oh, right. Sasaka-kun, you were sick for a while, weren't you? Are you doing okay now? Yes, thanks for asking. I'm sorry for the trouble I caused back then. Yeah, I'm working fine now, but a few years ago, I got sick from overwork. Acute tonsillitis. I kept prioritizing work anyway, which only made things worse, and it became chronic. The symptoms would worsen, and there was a period where I was constantly in and out of the hospital. Whoa, still, you seem so full of energy. Your positivity is really infectious. President Sasaka. Huh? Saito, good work. What's up? This is Saito Shikahata. He's 2 years younger than me, and our company's beloved vice president. Saito was our very first hire, and he's grown the company alongside me ever since. President, I need to talk to you about something important. President, as of today, you're dismissed. Huh? It took a moment for my brain to process what Saito had just said. Ignoring my confusion, Saito continued in the same flat tone. President Sasaka. No, Mr. Sasaka. You've been sick for a while now, right? A lot of employees are worried about it. They wonder if the company's okay. Someone like that just isn't fit to be president. So please, leave immediately. What are you saying? You can't just decide something like that on your own. Oh, it's fine. I'm the majority shareholder now. What? How? Who knows? Everyone just happened to sell their shares. Can't blame them. No one wants to hold shares in a company run by someone who might collapse at any moment. Just leave it to me. It seems Saito had been preparing for this moment ever since I took sick leave. I protested, but there was no denying that Saito held the majority of shares. I had no choice but to walk away.
What? You got kicked out of your own company? But you're the president!
I told my girlfriend of 2 years, Ruri Mikawa, everything. Yeah, so now...
Wait, so that means you're unemployed now?
Pretty much. But I'll find something new right away.
Even being unemployed for a single day is unacceptable. And if you're not a president anymore, I'm not interested. This is the end for us. I'm blocking your number. Goodbye.
What? Ruri? Wait, just listen. She walked away without even looking back. How did it come to this? Where did I go wrong? Losing both my job and my girlfriend at once, my mental state didn't just hit rock bottom. It went straight through to the Earth's mantle. I always thought I was a positive person, but even I can't stay upbeat after all this. I was so shocked I couldn't leave the house. My brain was still stuck in the mantle. So I forced myself to go outside, thinking I would at least go see the plum blossoms that were in full bloom. Huh? Whoa, she's gorgeous. I found myself staring at a woman standing by the tree. She looked like she belonged in a magazine, an actress-level beauty, the plum blossoms behind her making her shine even more. She's as stunning as the flowers themselves. Wait, what am I thinking? I just got dumped.
Is there something on my face?
Sorry. You were just so beautiful. I had stared too hard. She spoke to me, and I blurted out the truth. Crap, that sounded super creepy, didn't it? Am I gonna get reported?
I get it. These plum blossoms are so enchanting. It's hard not to get mesmerized.
Huh? Oh, phew. It seems like she misunderstood in a good way. It's late, and it's dangerous for a woman to be out alone at this hour.
Says the guy walking up to a woman alone at night. Are you safe to be around?
You're right. I do look super shady, don't I? I'm not, I swear.
I'm kidding. I love these trees. I come here when I'm feeling down. They help to lift my spirits.
Yeah, I get that. They're really soothing, like soul cleansing.
Something happened to you too, didn't it?
Yeah. My mind kind of drilled past the mantle and all the way to Brazil.
The mantle.
Maybe intrigued by my weird metaphor, she offered to listen to my story.
I see. That's rough. If it were me, I'd start another company.
Huh? After hearing everything, this woman, Yuhi Shiratori, said that with a straight face.
Start another company, and this time, don't put your trust in someone else.
Yeah, you're right. I've been neglecting the effort to earn my team's trust.
That's not exactly...
It's true. I left everything to Sato, and I never really faced the team properly. I didn't build real connections with them. That's on me. Next time, I'll treasure those relationships. Thank you for the advice. I'll work hard to become someone they can trust.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I could start another HR company, but maybe this is a chance to try something totally new. Back in college, I had friends who struggled with job hunting. Didn't know what kind of company or career suited them. What if I started a company that helps people with self-analysis and then matches them with the right jobs? Yeah, that's it. Ooh, I'm fired up. My motivation is back. And so, thanks to that fateful encounter with Shiratori, I managed to regain my old positive self.
Is this guy gonna be okay?
Since that day, I started running into Shiratori at that park with the plum tree, even without making plans. Even after the plum blossoms fell, we kept meeting like that, and I found myself opening up more and more to her, who always listened to me. By the way, Shiratori, what kind of work do you usually do?
I'm what you'd call a career agent.
Really? That's why you gave me such spot-on advice. I nodded, oddly convinced. But at the same time, I suddenly realized something. Wait, that means I should have paid a consultation fee or something. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. I wasn't doing it as a job. How's the new business going?
Thanks to you, it's going really well. More companies are using our job listing site, and we're starting to hire staff too. This time, I want to make sure I build strong relationships of trust.
I see. That's good.
I thought her voice dipped a little, so I looked over and saw her wearing a troubled expression. Shiratori? Is something wrong?
Aren't you afraid, Sasaka? Even after being betrayed like that once.
Huh. Yeah, it was a shock, and my mental state did fall past the mantle and into Brazil. If I said I wasn't scared, I'll be lying. I never want to go through that again. But you're the one who helped me get back on my feet, Shiratori. I've been supported by so many people until now. Even if I was betrayed, that truth doesn't change. And I can't forget how great it felt to work with others, chasing the same goal together. That's why I want to try again, as many times as it takes, learn from my mistakes, and move forward. Sure, I failed once, but if I don't get back up, I can't take the next step.
Saying it was all thanks to me, I don't deserve that. You're amazing, Sasaka. You're really cool.
I sensed something strange in her behavior at the time, but her beautiful smile brushed it off. Shiratori didn't seem like herself. I'm worried. 2 weeks passed, and work kept me too busy to visit the park. I couldn't stop thinking about her. We never exchanged contact since we always met by chance. I should have asked. Just as I tried to refocus on work, my business phone rang. Thank you for calling Haruharu. Wait, Shiratori? Sorry, I'm late. She had called using the business card I had given her. It had been 2 weeks since we last met.
No, I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue. I just really needed to talk to you.
I don't mind at all. So, what is it you wanted to talk about? Now that I think about it, Shiratori always listened to me, but I never really got to hear about her. I had no clue what this was about, so I waited nervously for her to speak.
I told you I was a career agent, right? But actually I run my own business solo.
You're a solo CEO?
Yes, actually. But something happened and I started having doubts. I wanted to do more than just consult on career changes. I want to help new grads and those who failed job hunting and lost confidence. And then, I met you under the plum tree, Sasaka. Watching you bounce back so quickly after being betrayed really inspired me. I wanted to change too, to stop acting tough, to learn to rely on others. You shone so brightly, and looked like you were having so much fun.
Shiratori. I had felt all along that she was carrying something inside. But I waited, hoping she would open up when she was ready.
So, please, Sasaka, let me work with you. I want to join forces with you.
Thank you, Shiratori. I should be the one saying that. Let's work together. She's trying to change right now. And I could tell from her expression just how big a decision that was, and how much courage it took.
Thank you, Sasaka.
Looking at her relieved smile, I found myself wanting to support her however I could. Shiratori, here's today's list of scheduled consultations.
Thank you. I'll check them now.
From then on, we started working together as business partners. Not in the same company just yet, but our companies were collaborating. As for me, I finally left my home office and rented a small workspace. I've even started hiring staff. Shiratori, her expressions have gotten softer lately. Our businesses complemented each other, and we were building a solid win-win relationship. But... Shiratori, is something bothering you?
No! It's nothing at all.
She continued doing her own agency work in addition to ours. She still seemed to try handling everything on her own, so I kept an eye on her.
Sasaka, what should we eat today? Ramen? Yakitori's hard to pass up too.
She had a taste for simple, comforting food. Even someone like me felt totally relaxed eating with her. That was something I came to know through spending time together, and I found it really charming. How about street food? There's a great Odin stall I know. Sounds perfect, she said with a smile, and we headed there together. Sato. There he was, my former colleague, the man who betrayed me. He used to be sharp and confident, but now he looked worn down and exhausted. Hey, Sasaka, you came too? Whoa, it's been a while seeing you two together. Come on, sit down. We used to come here together back in the day, so the owner still remembered us.
It was delicious! This daikon soaked through with flavor, it's incredible!
To make a pretty lady like you smile, what a treat! Here, have one on the house. They hit it off instantly. Yuhi and the owner were laughing and chatting together. It was a scene I never would have imagined before. You look better than I expected. Ugh. Sato, who had been silent until now, suddenly spoke to me. I was surprised, but I didn't plan to ignore him. I'm doing okay. You, on the other hand, look more drained than I expected. You seem worn out. That's not true. I'm the same as always. Of course not. I've been watching you for a long time. I can tell that much. That's rich, coming from someone who never even noticed I was planning to betray him. Yeah, you're right. I trusted you completely, Sato. We sat side by side, not meeting each other's eyes. It was a strange feeling, sharing time I thought we would never have again. That's the difference between us, isn't it? Really, I hated that about you. Sato? After you left, most of our clients refused to renew their contracts. Some even said, if Sasaka's not there, there is no point in doing business. I wanted to call you and ask you to come back, more times than I can count. But after kicking you out, my pride just couldn't let me do it. Harurafu Inc. It's finished. By the end of the year. Yeah, I know. What? You knew? I heard the rumors that Harurafu Inc. was going under. I've still got connections after all. And I heard this too. That he told everyone I had cancer, and they were worried about me. I heard this from Shiratori the other day. According to her, she's been receiving an increasing number of inquiries lately. And most of them are from people who left Harurafu Inc.
And then, I heard about what the current president said. Sasaka's been hospitalized a lot lately, right? Is he okay?
Well, actually, I heard he has cancer. He tries to act cheerful, but who knows how long he will last.
Cancer? No way.
That's right. While I was frequently sick and missing work, Sato had already started plotting to take over the company. He lied and stirred up everyone's anxiety, claiming the company's future was at risk. He used that fear to quietly buy up shares from employees and other investors. I heard people couldn't even bring themselves to ask me directly, since I still acted so cheerful despite supposedly having cancer. Everyone really cared about me. I didn't know, but I still felt awful when I found out. Sato, I don't know when you decided to betray me. But don't you think it's wrong to spread fear among the employees and shareholders? They were... no, you were supposed to protect them. There was no other way. If I hadn't said that, they wouldn't have sold their shares. Everyone was always like, Sasaka this, Sasaka that, even though I worked just as hard for that company. I never claimed I built that company on my own. You did a lot too, Sato. Please stop. Every time you say things like that, like you're forgiving me, it just makes me feel more pathetic. I'm not forgiving you. I was hurt by what happened. And more than that, you betrayed the trust of so many people. You've become the kind of person I hate most in this world. My cold words brought silence over the place, the only sound the bubbling oden in the pot. Then, breaking that silence, came the voice of Shiratori, who had been listening all along.
Someone like you could never match someone as genuine as Sasaka. Even after being betrayed, he still tries to trust people again. And that's why others gather around him. Because Sasaka is just that kind of wonderful person. You're not someone who deserves to lead. You disregard your colleagues and act arrogant in a position you stole. That kind of person isn't fit to be a president.
You're right. For someone like Sato, who believed so strongly in his own talent, her words must have hit like a blunt weapon. After that, he fell silent. Yuhi and I quietly finished our food and left the shop. I saw you two dreaming big and drinking here together. It's a damn shame. When Sasaka came here alone, he said it was thanks to you, you know? You did something awful. You're going to have to carry that for the rest of your life. As he listened to the owner's words and downed the rest of his drink, I wondered, what was Saito thinking now? I suppose I'll never know. A few days later, I was ambushed by my ex-girlfriend, Dewey, after work.
Hey, Haruto! I heard you're a president again, right? In that case, I guess I'll go out with you again.
That's quite the attitude. Why would I ever think of getting back together with you so easily?
Well, what do you mean? You were always crazy about me, weren't you?
Just so you know, I don't trust you anymore. And more importantly, I'm engaged. Louis' eyes widened in shock at my words. Then...
So you were Haruto's ex. What a surprise. You!
Yuki, you know her?
Yes. She used to work at the same staffing agency as me, until she took everything from me.
Apparently, Dewey had grown jealous of the more capable and beautiful Shiratori, and spread malicious rumors that ruined her reputation.
What happened back then left me so traumatized. I became afraid to work with anyone. That's why I started my own business, so I wouldn't have to rely on others. And then I met you, Haruto.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I had no idea.
You didn't know, so it's fine. I was actually going to advise you to start another company and work solo this time.
What? Really? So I totally misunderstood and ran with it.
But thanks to that misunderstanding, we're having fun working together now. You reminded me how great it feels to work with someone else. Thank you truly.
Yuki.
Hey! What's with this little world just for the two of you? Haruto's my ex-boyfriend. But now he's my fiancé. You have no right to say anything. Fiancé? You're saying you're marrying Haruto? That's right. Thanks to him, I've been able to look forward again. No matter what happens, I'll keep loving him.
That's right. Just the other day, I confessed to Shiratori-san, or rather, to Yuhi. And then, to my surprise, a few days later, she proposed to me. Alright, let's head inside, Yuhi. It's getting cold out.
Oh, wait! Haruto! Haruto!
No matter how much she calls me, I'll only have eyes for you now. Don't worry.
Yeah, because I believe in you.
Dewey, having once again lost to the person she saw as a rival, seemed to lose all willpower after that, stopped going to work, and ended up unemployed. And as for Saito, who took the company from me, his company went bankrupt before the year was out. Now burdened with debt, having lost both pride and confidence, he's struggling just to survive. I could never become like that man. When you take something from someone else, even if it becomes yours, if it wasn't earned by your own strength, it will crack. And those cracks will eventually eat you away. And so, Yuhi and I merged our companies after getting married. We officially started working together. To all the new hires, welcome! Let's do our best together!
Yes!
The harsh truth is, the more you trust others, the greater your chances of being betrayed. Even so, I still want to be someone who can believe in people.
Ugh! Unbelievable! You were never cut out to be CEO. I'm done. Goodbye.
I started my own company again. I'm being extra careful this time to make it succeed.
Wait. You're a CEO again?
Leave the company to me from now on, senpai. You... Why would you do this? I'm Yugo Onzen. 29, I was the president of a consulting firm. Up until just now. The one who called a board meeting to corner me was Mitsuhide Amochi. The three of us founded the company together, equal shares, equal investment. But since I led the launch and was older than the others, I ended up as the CEO. Let's give it our all and make this work together. The company got off the ground fast, and we even exceeded our goal in year 1, but I'm fine living frugal if it means we can build solid retained earnings for the next 20 or 30 years. We took a risk leaving a major firm. If we're not making more than before, what's the point? Our executive pay should reflect ourselves. What matters most is strengthening the company. Wearing a luxury watch is totally out of line. Buying nice watches or cars keeps me motivated. Just leave me alone. By year 3, arguments like this had become routine, with the third member always siding with Mitsuhide. Still, I never thought he'd actually convince a board meeting just to oust me. I technically have the right to stay on as a board member, but after that betrayal, there's no way I'm working with them again. I figured you'd say that, Yugo, so I made a point of holding a proper board vote. Yo, buy out my shares, right? Of course. Thanks for everything up to now. And just like that, I got screwed over by Mitsuhide and forced out of the company I built. And then...
What? You're not just out as CEO, you're unemployed? What the hell?
Once everything was finalized, I called my girlfriend Hiroko Tsuzumaki and explained what had happened.
Wow. I didn't know you were so hot-headed. Unemployed? Seriously? That's pathetic.
Sure, I probably lost my cool after getting betrayed and provoked by someone I trusted. I do believe I'll bounce back, but I know this makes things tough. So if you're not okay with it...
I don't want excuses. If you're dating me, why didn't you think about the future before you acted? If there was conflict, sucking it up and going along is part of the playing the game, right? Ugh! Unbelievable! You were never cut out to be CEO. I'm done. Goodbye.
I was going to say we should break up if she couldn't deal with it, but she dumped me before I could even finish. So now, I'd lost both my job and my girlfriend. Welcome to rock bottom. What the hell do I do now? I came to my favorite bar for a change of pace, sipping my favorite local sake and mulling things over. Lately, I've been into sake from Nagasaki. Tonight, I chose a fruity one called Nagasaki Bijin.
Master, I'll have the Nagasaki Bijin.
Then I heard a woman a few seats away order the same thing, and I couldn't help but glance over. You into local sake?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's a local one I grew up with, so I'm used to the taste. It's from Nagasaki, actually. Wait, are you drinking the same one?
Yeah, I'm actually from Nagasaki myself.
Oh, what a coincidence. I know there are other folks from Nagasaki out there, but you don't run into them often in Tokyo.
Smiling over the chance meeting, we introduced ourselves. Her name was Mitsuki Isahaya.
Wait, you got your company taken from you?
As we chatted over drinks, we really hit it off. Before we knew it, we dropped the formalities and started swapping personal stories. Yeah, well, more like a step down in the end, but yeah, it got taken from me.
So now you're unemployed. Got any leads?
Honestly, no. I don't have anything lined up. But I'm thinking of starting another business. It's always been my dream to have my own company.
Wow, being able to keep dreaming even after what you've been through. That's impressive.
People always say I'm too carefree. But I've been pretty shaken this time. That's why I came out to drink. Then I met you, Mitsuki. And got to talk. It's made me feel a little lighter.
I'm glad I could help.
That night really refreshed me. I started feeling like I could move forward again. Evening. Fancy running into you again. After that, I jumped right into preparing for a second shot at launching a business. And on weekends, I kept running into Mitsuki at the bar, even when we haven't planned it. Thanks to her, I've got the motivation to move forward again. Just because you get betrayed once doesn't mean you give up. That's why I was thinking of finding new partners. Just as I started to say that, Mizuki's expression darkened a bit and she spoke.
If possible, I think being alone is better. Not after what happened. Sometimes, it's just easier not to trust anyone than to be betrayed.
Mizuki runs an online store selling Nagasaki specialty goods, always out making connections herself. From her tone and face, I could tell she'd been through a lot to get where she was. But there's a limit to what you can do alone. And wouldn't it help to have someone to talk to?
Huh?
I've been through betrayal myself, and I don't want anyone I care about to feel that same pain. So I'd never betray you, Mizuki. And if I can help in any way, even just as someone to talk to, I'd like to be that.
You go. Thank you. Then, would you keep me company a little longer tonight?
I can't know everything she's been through, but maybe, just maybe, I can understand a little piece of it. Time passed. It's been almost a year since I launched my new consulting firm. If anything's unclear, don't hesitate to ask me. I've got 2 team members and a few interns. No senior hires yet. But teaching from scratch has broadened my own perspective.
Sorry for the short notice. Was work okay?
Now Mitsuki and I talk all the time. We go out to eat more often too. Totally fine. So what's up?
Well... Actually, it's kind of embarrassing. But I think I got scammed by a shady company.
What? A scam? What kind?
It's okay, really. The damage is pretty minor, so don't worry.
No, it's not about the amount. Tell me everything.
Thanks. You know those online ads about boosting traffic through CEO? One of them claimed it was completely performance-based, so I signed up for that.
There are tons of companies out there offering SEO services to boost traffic. Most of them require a 6 months to 1 year contract. And due to how the internet works, it's impossible to guarantee results up front. But if it's performance-based and you only pay if results are delivered, that makes it easier to commit. So it works by increasing the payment as traffic goes up. That's a pretty new model.
Exactly. My shop sales have been stagnating, and I wanted to shake things up. Guess it's true. You really can't trust people so easily. Life's tough.
Just when she started opening up and trusting me, this happens. I was frustrated, like it had happened to me. It's okay, Mitsuki. I'll help you figure this out.
Thank you, Yuko.
I wanted to do whatever I could for her, so I asked her to explain everything in more detail.
So the company just vanished with 0 results delivered.
Then at least you didn't lose money. Doesn't seem like it qualifies as a scam if there's no loss.
I did pay a 30,000 yen setup fee. It's not much, but it's not nothing either. Here's the company name.
Kikyo Corporation, huh? The moment I saw the name, a strange sense of deja vu hit me, and I was speechless. A few weeks later, Mitsuki and I stood in front of an office door.
So, this is Kikyo Corporation?
Yeah, no doubt about it. After losing contact with the shady company, Mitsuki found no office at the listed address. So I used a few connections to track it down.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this. It's my business, so I should handle it.
Don't worry about it. If it went along, it might be dangerous. I smiled at Mizuki, who didn't want to burden me further, and reached for the door. What? Yugo Onzen? Long time no see, President Amochi. Never thought we'd meet again, just over a year later. Standing there was my ex-colleague who had ousted me from my own company. This wasn't our old office though. Must have had to relocate for some reason. Where's everyone else? The once full office now had only a single desk, presumably his. No desks, no shelves, just one sad workspace and a computer. They're out doing sales. There's only one cheer here. You're working alone, aren't you? At my words, Emochi clenched his fists in frustration. Come on. Ever since you left, our revenue's been tanking. I didn't expect so many clients to say, if Yugo Onzen's gone, we're not continuing the contract. Everyone started quitting one by one, now it's just me. So that's when you resorted to set up fee scams. How do you know that? Because the woman standing next to me is one of your victims. What? So you didn't run the scam through this company directly. You set up a dummy corporation. There was no company name I recognized on the card Mitsuki had. But the address matched our old office. And the name Kikyo. That brought you to mind. Back when we founded the company, we still trusted each other. How about calling a Kikyo Corp? Sounds cool, right? Emochi suggested that name. It lost a vote, but I remembered how obsessed he was with it. Pretending to be an SEO consulting firm to scam people. Seriously? What are you doing? I had no choice. I couldn't keep up with the payments. I needed money, damn it. But I didn't have the guts for big-time scams. So I came up with this instead. Collect small setup fees from tons of clients so they won't bother filling police reports. And since it's performance-based, they'll just assume it didn't work out and forget they paid anything. Meanwhile, I don't do any real work and I pocket the fees. You've always been clever, Emochi. But to use that for fraud? Pathetic. You should have used your talents for real work. Kicking you out was the beginning of the end. I had no way out. Miss, you can turn me in to the cops or whatever. I'm done running. Emochi bowed deeply to Mitsuki, completely drained. He looked utterly defeated. Mitsuki's eyes reflected a deep, complex emotion.
I've always kept people at arm's length. Because the more you trust someone, the worse it hurts if they betray you. This just proves again that trusting people only leads to trouble.
Mitsuki. She's always chosen to walk alone. Because being betrayed was worse than being lonely. And that choice came from a past she couldn't forget. Back before she ran her online store, Mitsuki owned a small regional restaurant in Nagasaki. She cooked. Her friend handled service and accounting. Mitsuki saw her as a true partner, but then...
Why? Why would you do this? I trusted you!
Her friend started dating a customer to pay off his debts. She stole money from the restaurant and disappeared.
I'm so sorry.
She returned the exact amount, but Mitsuki's heart had already shut down.
If I'm just going to be betrayed again, then I'm better off alone. I met someone like that, Yugo. Someone who, even after being betrayed, still chooses to trust again and move forward. I thought, wow, that's strength. That's cool, because it's something I could never do.
Mitsuki.
When I told him I'd been scammed, Yugo did everything he could to help. I don't know why you betrayed someone as caring as Yugo, but thanks to you, I now believe I can trust him.
While Mochi hangs his head in shame, Mitsuki looked satisfied. She must have carried that inner conflict for a long time. Mochi, it may only be 30,000 yen, but that doesn't make it legally or morally excusable. Most people wouldn't be as forgiving as Mitsuki. Face your action and make things right. Just as I said that, and thought things were finally over.
There you are! I paid a setup fee because you said my traffic would increase. Nothing's changed.
No, that's... Another angry victim showed up. Can't say he didn't deserve it. And as if that wasn't enough, it turned out to be my ex-girlfriend, Hiroko. Someone I never thought I'd see again.
If your traffic goes up, your follower count increases, and on social media, followers are everything. It helps you flex on your friends, and your odds of meeting a hot guy goes up. So how are you gonna make this right?
I'm sorry. If there's been no results, I'll refund your setup fee.
Forget the refund, just get my traffic up. I haven't had a single good...
Mid-sentence, Hiroko stops, mouth agape, she finally notices me.
Why are you here, Yugo? Are you in on this scam too?
Hardly. Though I am surprised you're one of the victims. Wait, were you trying to boost your personal social media? To meet a good guy?
So what? There aren't any decent men around, okay? How about you? What are you up to lately?
I started my own company again. I'm being extra careful this time to make it succeed.
Wait, you're a CEO again?
Hiroko's eyes lit up in an instant. I had a very bad feeling about this.
Hey, why don't we try again? Back then, you told me out of the blue you were jobless. I freaked out, that's all.
Sorry, but that's never gonna happen.
Why not? Oh, I get it. We just ran into each other, so you're not emotionally ready, right?
No, that's not it. I want a relationship where we support and encourage each other. The moment I lost my job, you bailed. That kind of bond doesn't exist between us.
That's not true, Yugo. I've changed since then. Just hear me out.
As she kept insisting on whatever she wanted, Mitsuhide stepped in. Let's move forward with the refund process. This way, please.
Hey! Don't get in the way. This is more important than...
Like a child throwing a tantrum, Hiroko was dragged away as Mitsuhide guided her to a corner. He signaled us to go where we had the chance, so Mitsuki and I quietly left. Eventually, the number of victims from Mochi's shady practices exceeded 100. Even if the amounts were small, those affected were mostly people who needed business support. Of course, they wouldn't just let it go. Naturally, the company couldn't stay afloat and folded. After paying restitution to all victims, Mochi began showing up at my office every day to beg. Please let me see President Onzen. I want a chance to start over from zero. As for the other former execs and staff, some couldn't even land interviews. Others scraped by doing daily labor. It was rough all around. And to make things worse, someone else started showing up every day to pester us too.
Please, Yugo, just talk to me. I'm not who I used to be. I've changed, please.
Okay, let's yell together. Ready? 1, 2. President, please just give us a chance to talk. We're begging you. Needless to say, I had no intention of reconciling with either of them. And yes, I called the cops immediately after. You know, it'd be such a waste not to use those cooking skills. What do you say? Want to open a restaurant? Not long after, Mitsuki and I officially started dating. I was always blown away by her cooking.
Thanks. I'd like to try, but because of my past, working with someone else still scares me.
I figured you'd say that, so I put together a plan. Want to hear it? A small shop that sells Nagasaki specialty goods by day and serves regional foodies Akaya style at night. It's a hybrid of retail and dining, sized so one person can handle it. I used my experience from food industry consulting and tailored a plan to suit her personality.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a wonderful shop. Thank you, Yugo.
With your cooking skills, we'll be just fine. I'd love to help out at the shop whenever I can. Getting betrayed hurts. Being alone might feel safer. I understand why some people think that way. But Mitsuki overcame her trauma and accepted me as her partner. So now, I want to prove through my own life that there are people who won't betray you.